Hey folks, Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalist, and in this case analyzing a video that was suggested to me by someone in my Spanish channel actually. Yesterday I did the live stream in both my channels. I did an hour here in the Modern Survivalist and an hour in SupervivienciaModerna, my Spanish channel. I think it went well in both. I now figured out the way of using those videos, so we're going to be using that more when Matt is here. That's going to be making things quite a bit more interesting because we've often found ourselves discussing about videos and clips that we didn't actually show. Yeah, that is all on me. I'm entirely the one to blame, but finally I figured out. I didn't even know you could do that, but now that I know, we're going to be using that whenever it's handy, and I think it makes things a lot easier and more palatable, and especially when addressing news, current events and such. It's nice to actually show the clip and go with that. So yeah, hopefully that's what we're going to be doing from now on. The thing is, yesterday this video was suggested to me, and this happened in the subway in Madrid. There's a hospital worker, I think he's a nurse, a male nurse, that is having a discussion with a passenger of the subway that is not wearing a mask. Yeah, of course, the mask thing and all, but I completely understand the thing here. So you have Pink Hat over there that's going to be the aggressor, and you have the guy on the right with the black t-shirt being the one that is hit. So let's first take a look. It's just a few seconds. Let's just first watch the video, see what happens, and then dissect this a little bit. Just a few seconds. That's all it is. Hope you die, son of a bitch. Hope you die, he says, and he leaves. So it's just really just a few seconds here, but there's a lot to unpack in these short. This is a very typical kind of conflict. I mean, this could happen to anyone at any given time. Sure, in this case, it's because of the mask thing, which honestly I completely understand. You're in a subway, you're supposed to be wearing a mask, you're the guy not wearing the mask, so you're kind of an asshole, really. That's at least the way I see it, because sure, we can discuss all day how efficient or not these things are, and especially the ones that are not designed to do any of this. But if the rule is this, and especially in a subway, which you are like in extreme close proximity to one another, and that's the rule, even if you're not much of a believer in this being that useful, unless at least when you're in a subway, you could just be the guy that tries to do the right thing. Now, when you're out in the open and such, I completely see that I think that in most places it's not mandatory by now, but in subways and I suppose airplanes it probably is. Either case, the nurse is telling him, hey, you're not wearing the mask, and he gets hit. Now, here we see something interesting as well. Here on the left, you see what it's, I assume this is like a girlfriend or a friend or sister or some kind of relationship between these two. So you have a skinny pink hat guy not wearing the mask, and the nurse guy on the right calling him out on that, and you have the girl here that apparently is trying to get involved in this, and her friend here is telling her, stop, we're getting out of here, and he's actually pulling her from her arm. Here's where all the feminazis will get offended and pissed by it, but I actually think he did the right thing. In his role as a man of whatever relationship this is, he realized that she was in danger, and she took her out of that situation, even though she wanted to go on with it. She wanted to keep on explaining skinny pink hat guy how much of an idiot he is. His friend in purple and Bordeaux t-shirt realized that things were escalating pretty quickly, so he literally pulls her out from her arm. He grabs her and says, okay, honey, we're getting out of here, and actually points towards the door. We're leaving right now. He pulls her. That is perfect. That is exactly what a man should be doing in that kind of situation. Doesn't matter if it's a woman, doesn't matter if it's even like a friend of yours or your son, your kids. When you know better, when you know that things are going to be going wrong very fast, you don't explain anything, you just get people out of the way. That's all you're supposed to be doing. He does a great job here. So congratulations here to this guy. Now, unfortunately, our friend here, the nurse is, he looks a bit taller. He looks like a little bit bigger. So he's wearing his his attitude like, hey, come on, wear your mask. And he's not realizing that he's already in a fight. That's a big problem that a lot of people have. They don't realize that they're in a fight already. It's just a second. He's already getting hit right now. And couple things here. First of all, so it's basically 3 things that I'd like to point out. And all of this I discuss here in Street Survival Skills. If you apply what you read here in this situation, you've avoided this by 3 different layers. First of all, you don't get involved in something that's not your fight. I mean, I have no argument here. I just leave the place. That is it. You avoid the fight entirely. Number 1. Number 2, distance. This is something that any kind of any person that had any it's not just any kind of training, but if you practice, for example, boxing is what I recommend here. Sure, you're gonna be doing it up to an extent, because if you boxing is not the kind of, it's not Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You're gonna be suffering trauma to your brain, and that's something that you want to limit to some extent. But one of the things you're going to be learning when you actually spar in boxing is distance. You don't stay that close to someone that may be hitting you. So this guy does not understand distance. He's just too damn close to skinny pinhead guy there, all right? So he's just too close. So that's number 2. Besides being too close, he has his arms like this. That's just a terrible idea. Another thing that I explain in the book, most of these knockouts, most of these hits to the face are because you're not keeping your hands up. This is boxing 101, hands up. It's not only boxing, it's fighting 101. You keep your hands up. Most of these knockouts where people get, slugged to the face and knocked out there is because they didn't keep their hands up. If you watch any security guy, they will always go like this. Whenever the security guys like doormen and such, or usually are like, they're all the time. They never have their hands right there to the waist. It's always here. With one, there's different positions, there's different technical explanations for this, but basically hands come up here. And security guys, you'll see them when arguing with someone that is agitated or hostile, or someone that could potentially be a threat. They always go, dude, calm down. They do this thing. So there's a couple of things involved with this kind of gesture. First of all, you're showing your empty hands, which at this point it is instinctive that human beings understand that my empty hand is less of a threat. So you do this, you're showing your empty hands, right? You're also doing this, like this, calm down, this childish kind of patting on someone that it's nervous. So you're patting on, calm down, relax, don't be like this. You're taking a very calming approach to what is potentially a dangerous situation, and this tends to actually work quite well with people that are agitating but looking for an excuse to not lose face, I guess, and calm down. So when you go like, dude, calm down, really just relax, it's not that big of a deal, doing just this helps quite a bit. But most of all, what you're doing when you're doing this is positioning your hands correctly so as to grab someone, punch someone, grab a weapon, whatever it is, or protect yourself. That's the main thing with bringing your hands up like this. So you may be doing it like this, talking with someone. You may be even doing like this. Like this would be perfectly normal. If I'm walking across like a sidewalk that's packed full of people, I'm kind of like opening my way without being rude, pushing anyone, but I'm just navigating my way. Even using this side of your hand when you're moving around somewhere and there's a lot of people, but you're keeping your hands up. Keeping your hands up is key for this sort of thing, okay? So that would be number 3. I would even include like number 4 would be having your glasses, something I talk about all the time. I've been talking about this for years. Wearing your protective sunglasses, actually something that's protective, ballistic protection, that kind you would use in a shooting range. You would be protecting your eyes from any kind of improvised weapon or actual weapon being used against you, and protecting your eyes is key. It's not only this, it's a bunch of other things. I could do an entire video about it, but have you ever walked on the sidewalk and someone is doing like road maintenance using a drill or a hammer or something? Any little bit of stone, even the wind can just get something in your eye and make things difficult for you. Someone using a spray or some other chemicals has to impair your vision or actually cause serious harm. Acid, there's been acid attacks on people. So protecting your eyes is key. It's something I've been pretty obsessed about over the years, mostly because I've had eye surgery done back in the day, so I appreciate my eyesight quite a bit. Anyway, you just want to keep your hands up like that. You're gonna be quite a bit more ready, and especially if you keep your distance, you will have more options while you have your hands up like this. Calm down, sure, how can I help you? Any excuse, but your hands should be around this area, right? Anything that comes your way, you're a lot more likely to block it or grab anything that comes in your direction, or it's being used against you. Okay, so that's what I see here. It's unfortunate that this guy, he gets, I mean, it could be a pen. According to the reports I read, some kind of weapon was used, because there's a the eye was, the man lost his eye, and the report that I was reading apparently says that some kind of object, some kind of stabbing, piercing object was used. It could be a pin, you did like that, boom, in the eye. It could be something as simple as your cell phone, someone that everyone here has. This can also be used as an improvised weapon, the topic I talk about here. Even something like your cell phone. Look at this cell phone. This is my one. This is my cell phone, right? Look at this. How thick is this? Look at this. Could this go into my eye? Absolutely. Grab like this. Someone slams it in this direction like that. This could easily, burst my eye. No problem. This could go right in there and, just destroy your eye with minimal force, just like that. Boom, you go like that, and it could go into your teeth, breaking all your teeth. That wouldn't be much of a joke either. You would be pretty hurt as well. But even hitting someone over the head with a cell phone, it is an improvised weapon, and this guy did not realize that and just got too damn close. Just didn't know that he was upset, and he was talking and he was discussing when he was actually in a fight. Final note here is, look at all these people that do nothing at all. So I said before that this guy did a good job in taking his wife, girlfriend, or whatever is out of that situation. That is fine. Now, when something like this actually goes down and someone is being attacked like this, and people here saw what happened, you have 1, 2, 3, you have like 4 men there in his back doing absolutely nothing. I would have loved if at least one of these guys had jumped on skinny pink hat guy, nail him to the ground, beat the crap out of him, or honestly, at the very least, if you're not violent, at the very least, jump on the skinny guy's back, pin him to the ground, and wait for someone, for some cops to arrive or something. Don't let this creep walk away like nothing when you had all the opportunity to stop him. He probably used like a cell phone, a pen, or something, improvised in his hand. You really had no risk whatsoever. Get on him, grab him by the neck, on a rare naked choke like that, choke him nicely, or just pin him to the ground if you don't know how to fight. But whatever it is, do something. I mean, I'm all for not getting in a fight that it's not your fight, but it gets to a point where you have to be a good person as well. And this guy did not deserve to lose his eye like he did, and he didn't deserve to get attacked like that. And I would have wished that at least one of these 4, we're looking 4 guys there, at least one of them or a couple of them could have done something. It's sometimes the case that if you initiate and you get on top of him, and someone else gets a little bit more courage and stops it. I mean, there's been cases in stopping even active shooters doing that. So that's the kind of thing you also want to do. Be a good person. See you in the next video, folks. Have an awesome day. Take care.